This live stream is sponsored by PSL, Sound, Light and Stage.
Stratford.
Kia ora and welcome. It's the big dance here at Yarrows Stadium. The Battle of the South, Southern versus Stratford-Eltham. The Thunder versus the Sharkies. Should be a cracking match today for the final of the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Competition. Both teams in red-hot form coming into today's match. Weather conditions for the match today, well, they couldn't be much better. As you can see, bright sun, a pretty moderate temperature at 13 degrees, not a lot of wind to speak of at 19 k's an hour, and a southerly wind direction. As we have a look at the last three games for these two sides, both peaking at the right time of the season. Southern with some good wins against Coastal and Inglewood following a tight loss against Coastal. Of course, defeating Coastal in that semi-final last week at Rahutu 36-22. And Stratford-Eltham, they've really come of age in the final couple of weeks of the competition. A good win against Tukopper at Sanders Park last week, 27-12, following strong wins against Clifton and Spotswood. As we move through to the team list for today's match, for the Stratford-Eltham Thunder in the front row, well, in fact we've got Southern first up in the front row, Dylan Skipworth, and it's the 50th match for Liam Nally in the hooking position, and the powerful scrummaging of Michael Bent will no doubt be pivotal to today's match. The co-captain Wilson Parata alongside Shay Smith, and it's an explosive back three, Walter Cole, the Super Rugby capped Jesse Peretti alongside his brother Daniel Peretti, both out of New Plymouth Boys High School. Moving through to the back line now, it's 100 game veterans Jade Taylor and Cody McGrath in the inside backs, and the rugby league background of Brendan Hikaka should pose plenty of problems for the Stratford-Eltham defence. Look for him to provide plenty of offloads. And Mayhana Grinley, Blues number 349 with one cap. He's going to be explosive, and of course a member of Neil Barnes's Taranaki squad. The back three, they'll have a busy job on their hands containing Stratford-Eltham's pace, Benny Cartney, Tane Leatherby, and the 100 game veteran Brent Aston Landers. Moving on to the bench, Myoha Kershaw and Keeley Watson, both in their first season with Southern in the front row. Brad Saxton, he's the 50 game veteran, so should bring plenty of experience alongside Daniel Hornby in the back row. Luke McLeod and Taranaki representative Jackson Ormond highlights the bench. Not a bad man to be able to bring off the pine. And it's a big game for Jack Meads, of course, former Stratford-Eltham player himself, so he'll be wanting to get one over his old club mates. As we look at the Stratford-Eltham Thunder side for today's match, Daniel Bishop, over 150 games, alongside two men from the mainland, Harry Hansen and Marika Parker. It's a combination of youth and experience in the locking department. Semisi Ballinisa alongside 100 game veteran Matthew Kissick, and an explosive back three, co-captain Scott Jury and Himopo Cunningham, both with Taranaki experience, alongside the hard-working Dale Bailey. Moving on to the back line now, Leone Nawai and Obe Samate, both included in Neil Barnes's Taranaki squad. They'll look to spark the attack, and the reliable co-captain Nathan Clough alongside Rocky Olsen out of Whangarei Boys. And it proved last week, the class of the Stratford-Eltham backline, Venariki Tikoi Solomoni coming off a hat-trick, and Adam Lennox a brace. They've got plenty of pace to burn, so look out for them. They will likely prove a handful for the Southern defence. And Brendan Coop, also an elusive winger himself. Onto the bench, Trent Kelson, Aaron Tosland, Henry Marchant, William Butler, Zahn Collins, and playing his 100th game today, Chase Bailey and Connor Muir and David Avery. As we see there, Liam Nally running out onto the park, the hooker in his 50th match. So a couple of milestones, not a bad occasion to bring them up, of course, in a Taranaki club final. They'll be looking to make it a winning note. both these sides featuring prominently in Neil Barnes's Taranaki squad. 3 from the southern side and 6 from Stratford-Eltham playing today.
And on that side,
So Southern's last title back in 2013. Before then it was back in 1982 when they were playing as Hara. Of course, merged, 3 clubs merged in 1994. As co-captain Nathan Clough leads Stratford-Eltham out onto the park, alongside his fellow co-captain Scott Jury. Stratford-Eltham merged back in 2017 and they've gone from strength to strength since that moment. Their last title was in 1991 playing as Eltham, and before that as Stratford in 1971. So this could well be the drought breaker. Season record 110, lost 3, 388 points for and 248 against. Southern, on the other hand, with a perfect split, 6 wins, 1 draw, 6 losses for 356 points for, 255 against. So both these sides have been strong all season and deserved teams to be on the park here today at Yarrows Stadium. As Obey Samate will kick us off.
Red. Coffee.
Will Johnson, the referee for today's match. His 4th final, first since 2018, as Obey Samate gets us underway. And he goes deep into Southern territory.
Out of it now. Waiting here.
Jade Taylor
Carried back.
goes into half. He finds McGrath, his first 5. Puts the midfield bomb up. The old Gary Owen. It's well taken
Leave it
there
now.
by
You're off your
Stratford-Eltham.
feet. Leave it.
Come back on the southern side, but illegally so. Went off his feet. And Will Johnson gives the early penalty in favour of Stratford-Eltham.
Shot, sure. Shot called.
And co-captain Nathan Clough says we'll get the runs on the board.
Just see, mate, if you want to come in and field a bit. Yeah.
So just a quick run through the other results from today's matches. We've had some big crowds here at Yarrows Stadium. Southern winning the Div 3 match, 36-35 over Tukoppa. In Division 2, another tight one, 2 points in it, Partia over Bell Block. Tukoppa getting up in the Colts match, 22-19 over Inglewood. And Plymouth Old Boys, 23 over Southern, 21 in Division 1. And Clifton, the victors in the women's game, held just before this match on the number 1. So Samate with his first kick. He's just put it
22.
wide. So just away for his first kick there, Obey Samate. Out of the Harbour Hawks club from Otago.
Just make sure they're all behind you.
And included in Neil Barnes's Taranaki squad for the upcoming NPC season.
Make sure you're behind them.
Remember to get your full membership this year from $40 an adult.
Right, let's go.
Go to trfu.co.nz. As Landers takes a 22, and that explosive Adam
Tackle
Lennox
out.
is hit hard by the Southern defence. And they're up quickly again there,
Make
Southern.
an effort, Wilson.
Stratford-Eltham looking to use the ball. Marika Parker, tight head prop. He's held up, but he gets the offload away to Leone Nawai.
Play on.
Southern look to blow over. They're aggressive at breakdown time.
Hold.
Harry
Tackle
Hansen
release.
puts his head down, burrows his way up.
There it is.
Plenty of action there at ruck time. Nawai goes to the box kick. Gets plenty of air on it. Too much.
Just hold him there, Rowan. Hold him
So
there.
Southern make their first foray into the Stratford-Eltham half.
Have a good gap all day. Yeah, yeah.
Get a good view down the line of this one as Liam Nelly in his 50th match goes over the back.
Play on back.
It's taken there by Bent. It's a bit messy, but Southern pick it up.
Out, Stratty. Hands off.
Comes in with some heat.
Tackle. Hold.
So Southern looking to use the ball as they go out to the man Mahana Grinley. And Benny Cartney evades the first couple of tackles. Stratford-Eltham strong over the ball.
Let him play.
And Tikoi Solomoni takes it quickly. Bursts down the right hand side. He finds Nawai. It just gets lost there in translation.
Out, Stratford. Hold.
Jesse Peretti with a strong carry inside his own 22.
Now go back.
And Southern looking to use the ball from deep inside their own territory. And there's a bit of space out here for Tane Leatherby, the man out of Hara High School.
It's there now.
Helter-skelter stuff early doors in the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Final. Both teams looking to use the width of the park.
Make an effort.
Scott Jury carts it up as Nawai bursts through the first couple of tackles. The dangerous Leone Nawai. Harry Hansen looks to take it quick. Plays to his front row partner, Marika Parker.
6 screens off.
Stratford-Eltham playing with plenty of tempo early in this match.
Release him.
Keeping it tight in their forwards
Waiting
as
now,
they
Green.
inch towards the southern line. Harry Hansen gets
Ball
a
is
few
there.
more metres.
Hold there.
And Marika Parker, the tight
Still
head,
playing
comes
the
back
advantage.
across the grain. Short pass just goes
Come
astray,
back, knock on there.
but we'll
Come
go
back,
back
6 screens
to the
offside.
advantage. Walter Cole just getting caught offside there.
CMK Chartered Accountants have been proud to call it club rugby and Taranaki rugby for the last 10 years.
6 screen offside.
Provides accounting and business development support to clients Taranaki-wide.
So we see there Leone Nawai showing how dangerous he can be around the fringe, having played for the Fijian Drua and Fiji under-20s. And they go for the attacking option on this occasion. Stratford-Eltham looking to their line out.
Patience here, guys.
Suspect they'll go to the rolling maul.
Hold.
They go to the middle, and they do go to the maul. Harry Hansen, the man at the back.
Yeah. Clear maul, keep it up, Green.
So we saw their backs so prominent last week, but they go to their forwards on this occasion. And over goes that man, Harry Hansen. Isn't he happy about it? The first try and the first blood goes to Stratford-Eltham as we look at the replay. They go to that rolling maul. Hansen controlled it nicely at the back. And they all got in there. The centre, it was centre and halfback included. And over bundled Harry Hansen, whose father Bruce was a Hurricanes player. Played against all 27 provincial unions, which is quite an amazing stat, having played for Hawke's Bay, Wanganui and Manawatu. One of the last players who was thought to have done that, so quite a remarkable achievement. And he'll be proud of his son there, dotting over from close range. Obey Samate then looking to add the extras. Out of De La Salle College in Auckland. And it looks pretty good. Over the black dot. He adds the extras. And Stratford-Eltham take the early lead here in the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Final. Big thank you to CMK Chartered Accountants. They've been proud supporters of club rugby and Taranaki rugby for the last 10 years. CMK provides accounting and business development support to clients Taranaki-wide. As Landers gets us back underway, he goes high and poses some problems for Stratford-Eltham there. It's just lost forward. So Southern, they've had a formidable scrum all season, spearheaded by tight head Michael Bent. 4 tests for Ireland, 147 caps for Leinster, but it's a powerful tight 8 for the men from Hara.
Crouch!
And they'll be looking to use that as their strike weapon this afternoon.
Sit!
So plenty of movement in that scrum.
Yeah, I know.
We'll have a reset.
Both teams hit and hold.
So both front rows very eager in the early exchanges. Daniel Bishop, Harry Hansen, Marika Parker coming up against Dylan Skipworth, Liam Nelly in his 50th match, and Michael Bent.
Crouch! Bind!
Jade Taylor to feed. And Southern get the ascendancy. And it's out, and some smart work there by Dale Bailey, the hard-working flanker, who turns it over for Stratford. Good heads-up play. Harry Hansen throws it to his opposite, and Nawai comes away with it. Leone Nawai, he puts the kick in behind. Going back is Jesse Paridi, and it'll be a goal line dropout. So a bit of hot potato there
Ball came out.
between the two sides.
Stay on the 5, guys.
So Landers will take the dropout for Southern.
Let's go.
Of course, a great day for the Southern Club. 4 teams in the finals across the women's, Div 1, Prems and Div 3. So fine effort for the club as Brendan Coop takes that dropout. And Nawai goes back to the forwards. Hemopo Cunningham and co-captain Clough goes near the touchline, manages to stay inside. Only by a couple of blades of grass. They go back to tight head prop Marika Parker. And it's flat across the front. Nice flat play to the line by Stratford-Eltham. Lennox. And the pass just goes astray, and they get boot to ball to Southern. Going back is Samate, who fumbles, but gets it on the second go.
Out of there, 6!
Nawai goes to his co-captain,
Tackle release!
Scott Jerry.
Hold.
So he's looking dangerous at the base of the ruck is Leone
Back
Nawai.
here.
As Rocky Olsen puts the kick in behind, he was searching for that 50-22, but snuffed out by the Southern back 3, and a good return kick. Takes play up near the halfway line. As we see, the second stadium, a second grandstand in the background being developed, which is of course exciting stuff. As Hansen goes down the back, and it's a perfect throw.
Yep.
Clough is coming against the grain. And a nice short ball there, but Ballynice's hit hard. They go to the pick and go to Stratford-Eltham. The 150 cap veteran Daniel Bishop.
Leave it now,
Shades
leave it!
of Mark Bullwellen and the loose head prop. Of course, a former Stratford man.
Oh, he's got it, he's won it!
A good turnover there by Southern. And Paridi goes to the box kick, not renowned for his kicking, but it's a pretty effective one, and a good hit there by Tane Leatherby
Wait here.
on his opposite.
Go back 8.
Southern looking to counter-ruck, but can't do so.
Let's strip, play on, strip
And
forward,
Bent
though,
makes the
Barnett.
strip.
Now we'll come back. It's stripped forward off Southern.
So he lost it forward in the process of making that man-on-man strip, Michael Bent. Of course, don't miss the Yarrows Taranaki Bulls at the First Gas Uranui Showdown on Friday, August the 2nd. Tickets are selling fast, so secure yours at Ticketek. Of course, the Yarrows Taranaki Bulls season is on the horizon, so make sure you get your tickets to that that pre-season match. And of course, season memberships from trfu.co.nz. Adults from $40. There's scrum, plenty of movement in those front rows at scrum time. Clough goes out the back nicely to Samate, who finds the speedster Adam Lennox. He scored a brace last week, and he's proving difficult to keep in check for Southern already, but Landers comes away with it.
Tackle! Out red!
Stratford-Eltham trying to counter-ruck, and they do so through the middle. Nawai finds that man again, Lennox, and he's away for a brace. I scored a brace last week, Adam Lennox, and he scores his first today in the 15th minute. The man out of Waverley, there was a bit of room on the short side, and he's got plenty of speed to burn Adam Lennox. Give him an inch and he'll take a mile. The Taranaki representative dots down for Stratford-Eltham's second try of the match. So Stratford-Eltham out to an early lead here in the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Final. They are looking to break the over 30-year drought. Last title was back in 1991 when they were playing under the name of Eltham. Of course, the two clubs merged in 2017. They have had the better of the position stakes so far in this match, 78% to Stratford-Eltham, and that has flowed through to the scoreboard. As Samate from the sideline adds the extras. So a strong start here from Stratford-Eltham. Brett Landers puts it high and short, and it's a contestable kick there, but Parker comes away with it. He makes some good yardage,
Right here.
getting through the first tackle. Nice little ball out the back. Stratford-Eltham using their decoy runners nicely. Off goes Rocky Olsen, the man who's sparking the attack here.
Landers, get out.
Plenty of speed to burn
Good run up.
in that Stratford-Eltham back three. And they're piling on the pressure on Southern at the moment as the ball goes into touch. But plenty of pressure on the outsides being applied at the moment.
Yeah, just show me a clear 9.
Southern will look to try and settle into the game. So they go for a split line out. They go towards the back, and Nelly finds his man. Off goes Walter
Release.
Cole.
Waiting here now.
A good hit of hair on him. Shea Smith goes forward, but he's just lost it in contact, and away goes Bishop. Stratford-Eltham showing plenty of urgency
Hold.
early in this match.
Let's use it.
It's barely nicer, and they go back the other way. Nathan Clough, the captain.
Wait here.
Off goes Matthew Kissick, the veteran.
Waiting here.
2016 Taranaki
Ball is
Club
up, it's
Player of the
okay.
Year, Matthew Kissick. And they go to their forwards, do Stratford-Eltham. It's been their backs who scored the tries last week.
Release now,
But they're
Southern.
showing the forwards can muscle up as well. Daniel Bishop, and it's stolen there.
It's lifted, but it's knocked on by Southern when it was lifted.
So, knocked on in contact there by Southern.
Yeah, it's
So
knocked on.
Stratford-Eltham will have the attacking scrum. And all the early play going the way of Stratford-Eltham.
It was lifted and it was knocked out of the hands. Yeah, it's knock on Southern. Let's go 9.
Big crowd here in attendance across the day for CMK Club Finals. Which
Trails.
is fantastic to see the community support
Bind.
across all the grades, and a number of tight games as well,
Sit.
which helps. There's again plenty of movement at scrum time, lots of intensity. They go the short side. Venariki Tikoi Solomoni,
Release.
the man with 25 caps
There now.
for Taranaki.
Holding Southern.
As Kissick keeps it tight.
Vantage knock on.
Parker, he's been influential early on, a number of runs, but he's lost it in contact. And Taylor comes away with it. McGrath looking to run it from his own goal line. He finds Grinley, who in turn links up nicely with his fellow midfielder, Hikaka. So Southern looking to use the ball and
Leave
plenty
it
of
now,
width
Red.
from their own 22. Showing they've got some speed to burn as well. And Landers looks to kick and
Wait in front.
instead shows and goes and does eventually kick, and it bounces quite nicely there for Tane Leatherby, who's chasing Tikoi Solomoni. Does the whole loop round the side. He's eventually taken there by Leatherby.
Hold.
As Bailey settles things down.
Waiting.
And
Inside here, guys.
Samate puts a kick in behind. Waiting back there is Cody McGrath. He beats the first.
Release, Red. Get out of it now. No. Coffee.
So Southern secure the ball at the back, and off goes Shea Smith.
Hold.
Southern putting a few phases together. They need to try and settle into their work after Stratford-Eltham have made the early running. Nelly makes a nice pass away to Benny Cartney, who beats the first. A good run there from the left winger.
Turnover.
But Scott Jury proving troublesome at the breakdown, turning it over for his side.
Tackle release.
So plenty of to and fro
Carried back.
early on. Taken back there by Landers. Over 100 games for Southern at the back. And the custodian shirt for Brett Landers. And off goes Daniel Pretty, tries for the offload. Cutting back against the grain is Leatherby. He links up with Jesse Pretty, who beats a couple of tackles, the explosive number 8. There's Taylor. He finds Walter Cole, and Southern putting together a few phases and some nice momentum building. Nice long ball out there. Goes back inside to Mayhana Grinley.
Out, Coffee. Good. Waiting.
And coming on the charge there was Michael Bent. Southern.
Leave it now.
Off goes
Roll
Shea
out.
Smith. Plenty of raw power and size. And the locking stocks. And they find a bit of space out on the near side. Well taken though was
Ball's there
Leatherby.
now.
The ball eventually comes back.
Bonus knock on.
And Stratford-Eltham looking to put the counter-attack on, and there's no two better players in Taranaki rugby than Lennox and Tikoi Solomoni to do that. Tikoi Solomoni puts the kick in and he regathers. Can he get the offload away? And he does. Well, a piece of absolute brilliance there by Venariki Tikoi Solomoni. It'll say Samisi Ballinisa in the paper on Monday morning, but you can rub it out and write Venariki Tikoi Solomoni. Piece of brilliance here as we go to the replay. Nawai, he linked up with Lennox, got on the outside, bit of space for Tikoi Solomoni. The chip and the chase regathered nicely and linked up with his locking partner Ballinisa in his first year at Stratford-Eltham, scoring in a final. So Stratford-Eltham making the early play here at Yarrows Stadium.
So I don't have you just hit and hold. It's in and out. Here, mate. Water? Thank you. I don't have you. Just talk through Rowan.
And we see there just how explosive that back three are, given any room, and they really can hurt you.
Okay. Mitch, if you're next to him, can you just tell him? Thank you. I think he's over to the right.
As Samate adds the extras. So Landers gets us back underway. He's got a nice short kickoff with plenty of height. Shades of Shane Austin in that kickoff. There's Nawai. Finds Kissick.
Good work too.
Stratford-Eltham have been brilliant so far in this match.
Back, waiting red.
Desperate to break that drought. Having not won a championship since 1991.
Inside.
They have been collectively the most successful club in Taranaki history, having won 24 titles, 6 of which took place in the 1960s. And they were coached by Don Carlson. Southern, on the other hand, looking to win their second title as a merged entity. Their last one was back in 2013. Nelly goes down the back. It's won there by Bent.
Let it come now.
There's Jade Taylor. Goes across, but it's a bit messy.
It's a knock on and you're in front.
And lost forward.
Knock on. Offside.
By Parisi. So coaches Ross Williams and John Whittington will no doubt be happy with the start from Stratford-Eltham. But plenty of time left in this match. There's Harry Hansen then, the first try scorer. Goes towards the back and it's just over the back, and Liam Nelly picks up the scraps.
Tackle out.
Shay Smith. And Cody McGrath with the show and go, and drinking and jiving is the Southern first 5'8". And Mayhana Grinley beats the first.
Push three,
push dangerous three. Runner is the centre for Southern, Mayhana Grinley.
Out of it now,
Goes
7.
Daniel Peretti out of New Plymouth Boys High School. And some nice work across the face, but it just goes to ground there. And
Hands
Cody
off.
McGrath has to go back and pick it up. There's Landers, finds Peretti, who's well taken there by Brendan Coop.
Leave it 9. There's no impact there at all, guys.
There's Southern find a bit of space on the short side. Tane Leatherbeat. Walter Cole bustling into the tackle.
Ball's available.
There's the blindside flanker. And good short hands there.
Tackle out.
From Skipworth.
Wait.
And They do go across the far side. Mahana Grinley links up nicely there with Aston Landers. Off goes Daniel Prudy, so Southern looking to strike back.
Knock
But
on.
just lost forward in contact there.
He didn't go to ground.
Yeah, come on, fans. Put your thumbs up. Let's go.
So Southern putting together their best passage of play this afternoon. And making their way into the Stratford-Eltham 22. As I'm joined by Ben Safleet from the Taranaki Rugby Football Union. Ben,
Thanks for having us, Sammy.
good to have you in the caravan. All the early running with Stratford-Eltham.
Yeah, they've definitely come out hot, haven't they? Point to prove after last year.
Yeah, of course, beaten finalists in extra time last year. Wanting to prove a bit of a point this year and break the drought.
Yeah, pretty physical up front, aren't they?
Yep.
Laying a platform for those speedsters.
No,
Yep.
come up, guys.
Danger all over the park. 6 members in Neil Barnes's Taranaki squad.
Ability before we put it
And a couple more in the wider squad. So they've been dangerous so far this afternoon. But
Guys,
Southern
you've got a
will
hat
be looking
and you're
to
awake
strike
until the ball
back
goes in, okay?
here ahead of the half-time break.
We spoke about it pre-game.
It's been a great day though, hasn't it? Plenty of big crowds in attendance, a number of close games across the different grades.
Yeah, definitely some awesome footy being played out there.
12.
4 or 5 close games with many
5.
people there. 3 deep up at the under-20s game apparently on the sideline.
Sit.
Yeah, there were plenty there with Tukopper getting the job done in the Colts, 22-19 over
Let's use
Inglewood.
it.
So the ball does make its way to the back of the scrum where Taylor, and he goes a short ball across to Leatherby, who strikes back well. Didn't Southern need that? Tane Leatherby goes in. And those from Hara will be very happy with the outcome there. Grinley did a nice ball across the face, and he linked up there with his right winger Tane Leatherby for Southern's first try of the match.
Now, Southern probably needed a strike then, Sammy, or else they could have been really chasing their tails down at half-time. That brings them right back in the picture.
Yeah, right back in the mix. Certainly needed that. Just to almost settle things down, get their rhythm in their game, and find their way back after what's been a particularly strong start from Stratford-Eltham. So Brett Landers, the 100-game veteran for Southern, adds the extras from nice and close.
Get Jesse and Benty and the likes of them, get them back in the middle, and another one before half-time here, and we've got a great game on our hands.
Yeah, of course, these two sides in the regular season, one match apiece. Stratford-Eltham winning the first, 25-14, and Southern the second, 22-14. So nothing really between these two sides as Samate goes deep. That man, Pariti, collects the ball and is coming back with interest.
Out 2.
Is Jesse Pariti, of course, Super Rugby representative
One out.
for the Highlanders and Chiefs. And they do
Hold it
look
in
to
front,
clear
guys.
as sort of an interesting clearance there by Cody McGrath, and it's taken nicely by
Out 4.
Leone Nawai.
Still there, still there.
And Marika Parker, he's been
Out 12.
influential with ball in hand so far this afternoon. And Ballynysa
There goes
just
the
loses forward in contact, but not knocked
Sorry.
forward, according to Will Johnson.
Yeah, sorry.
In
It is
fact,
a knock on.
it is
They
lost
did call
forward.
it, but I couldn't hear, so knock on red.
So as we see here, just a few communication issues. Couldn't
Mark.
hear through the microphone, but the message eventually getting through.
Got through to him,
West
Made the right
Coast
call.
signal.
doing a good job so far. Willie J.
Yeah, Will Johnson in his 4th Premier final. First one since 2018. He was in the commentary box with me last year. Obviously got a better offer this time round. He's the man with the whistle.
Stability.
Great picture here to see the veteran Benty go to
12.
work here, mate.
Yeah, He's such a
Five.
powerful scrummager and really has scared a number of club front rows all season.
Let's get it out,
And
9.
you can
Not
see
going
there,
anywhere.
strong front row of Southern. As Landers bounces in the field of play and makes its way out. A full line out then here from Stratford-Eltham. Get a good line of it down the barrel. And Nawai goes across, and it's a nice little ball there to Bellanisa. And Nawai finds his co-captain, Scott Jury. Hanson ranging out in the tram lines.
Tackle 4. Here.
The man out of Otago Boys High School.
Waiting.
Stratford-Eltham keeping it nice and tight.
That's a
Try and
tackle.
strip it
Got
in
to release.
contact, but
He's on the ground.
Johnson says no release.
Tough one, that one, eh? When just knees on the ground. Probably a
Knee on the ground.
dominant tackle.
Must release.
Unlucky.
Touch and go. What do you reckon they do here, Ben?
Yep.
Take the points and go two converted tries outside Southern. Or
Push
try
it outside 14, and he's been striking them pretty well off the tee, so he's going to have another crack.
Yeah, I think runs on the board in a final tends to be the order of the day.
Yeah, exciting talent, young Obey. Come up and made a spot into Barnsley's squad.
Yeah, great to see him in there alongside his fellow inside, Leone Nawai. Of course.
Exciting talent there, and obviously we know Taranaki Bulls like to move the ball around, and I think these guys will fit into that plan pretty well.
That's right, we saw the coming of age last year really of Josh Jacob, and great to have another young and talented 10 in our midst.
Get in there and learn off the veteran Jason Potros.
Yes, of course, he did a lot of work with him over the years at Tukapa. Ben, good to see him back for another season with Taranaki as well, as Samate adds the extras, taking Stratford-Eltham outside that 2 converted try gap. Remember, of course, to get your season memberships for the Yarrows Taranaki Bulls. Adults from $40. As, of course, they look to defend the Bunnings NPC title they won last year. Head along to trfu.co.nz to secure your season membership.
That is knock.
As it bounces up nicely there for Mehana Grinley. Links up with Kartani, who loses his footing. Does he get over in the corner?
Okay.
As we'll take a pause to ponder.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
lost his footing at the key moment.
Oh, he's awarded it.
Johnson's given it.
Mitch Young happy on the side there.
And you can see there, isn't he happy about it? Benny Kartani giving it the big sharky fin. So it was a bit of an opportunist try, but no better man to have hit the ball in his hand when it bounces up nicely to Mehana Grinley. He linked up there with Benny Kartani, and boy, didn't Southern need that heading into the halftime break.
A man out of Okiawa, Benny Kartani. A couple of seasons there playing senior thirds.
Good work, Mitch.
And good to see him there now.
Yeah, great to see his development and coming through the Okiawa system and now into the Southern Premiers.
And much needed try there, close that gap. Back within 2 scoring points, and bit of water at half time and some advice from PJ and Ricky, and they'll be away laughing.
Yeah, the bounce of the ball was certainly kind to them. But you need that in finals. And could that be the momentum shift that the boys from Hara need to force their way back into this contest? As Brent Aston Landers, the veteran from the sideline. Not enough Weet-Bix on that one. As we near the half-time stanza.
Always say valuable for points before and after half-time here, Sammy, and it could prove meaningful.
Such a key moment in any match. And of course, particularly a final. As Samate gets us back underway. And his opposite, Cody McGrath, finds touch. Nice clearing kick up towards the halfway mark.
Just outside.
Will Stratford-Eltham look to make one last push before that half-time break as Bishop
Tackle!
picks it up at the back there, the veteran. Goes to Clough, the co-captain. And they like to use that little play in behind. Of course, when you've got the likes of Lennox to pick it up out the back there, it's a very useful play as Nawai links up with him. It's play on. Hansen finds Tikoi Solomoni, who bumps off the first.
Wait.
So we see the class of the Stratford-Eltham outsides on display here.
Advantage is over.
And the hard-working
Leave it, not on the
Dale
ball.
Bailey takes it up further. They try and find a bit of space now on the near side. Adam Lennox, the man from Waverley.
Hold here. Out of it.
Scored a competition-leading 14 tries in the CMK Chartered Accountant Premiership.
Waiting now.
The exciting young player where he ends up at 9 or 15. Always making something happen.
Yeah, very, very versatile. Shades of Billy Slater in that running technique. And Stratford-Eltham then hot on attack.
Release.
Can they put that dagger into Southern just ahead of the
Tackle now,
half-time
Southern.
break?
Wait here. 4.
They keep it tight
Stay back, guys.
with Marika Parker. There's Nawai, always keeping his eyes up at the base of the ruck. It's a little bit of a bounce up there to Brendan Coop. There's Stratford-Eltham
Tackle out.
just regrouping.
Two, make an effort. Yep, the ball's here.
And Samate jinks and jives, and he puts the ball out the back to Bishop, who finds an offload in the tackle. Off goes Nathan Clough. He's ragdolled in the end down by Mayhana Grinley. As Nawai almost puts a stop to proceedings for a second there. That goes again. And there's a bit of space out here for Tikoi Solomoni, who finds Lennox. Beats the first couple.
Release 2. Yeah.
As Nawai's almost like the conductor of an orchestra at the moment at the back of the ruck. Playing at his pace. He's got that Fijian flair, does the Stratford-Eltham halfback. As Olsen does a nice short ball to his midfield partner, Nathan Clough.
You're not on the ball.
Belly nicer. He finds Samate. Harry Hansen, will he go in for a brace? He pops it back in. But not to be.
Half time, guys.
And so in the 42nd minute, Will Johnson says, that's us. Stratford-Eltham leading here 24-12 over Southern at the halftime Oranges as we go through the first half highlights. Stratford-Eltham going to the rolling maul in the 7th minute. Harry Hansen, the man at the back. And they all got in there. Midfielders, number 9. Fully fledged rolling maul, and over went Harry Hansen. Pretty happy about it, wasn't he?
Pretty excited, eh? Took to that Southern forward pack, and they would have been happy to stamp their mark. And a bit of flair down the sideline. And like we said earlier, he'd go and catch Adam Lennox with that sort of space, mate.
Yeah. for his 15th try of the competition. And then they put 3 on inside the first 23 minutes, did Stratford-Eltham. Those two again linking up. Lennox with Tikoi Solomoni put the chip and chase in behind and linked up perfectly with Ballynicer for the 3rd try of the day.
Be on the reel for try of the year, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'll be right up there, I would have thought. Southern striking back with Tane Leatherby going over after a nice ball from Mahana Grinley. He was involved in both of Southern's 2 tries, was Mahana Grinley. Ball bounced up nicely for him here, and he linked up there with Benny Cartney to bring Southern back into the contest. So we have a quick look at the stats in the first half. So as you can see there, Stratford-Eltham having the better of both territory and possession.
I think it tells the story of the scoreline, doesn't it? Just got to have more ball in the right areas to put the points on the board.
Yeah, they have. So also penalties conceded costing Southern as well, 5-0.
Missed tackles, you can't afford to miss guys like Lennox and Vidaniki and these boys with this sort of space.
But plenty more to play for. We'll go to a short ads break and join you for second half action in the CMK Chartered Accountants Premier Final. As we're back for second half action here at Yarrows Stadium. Stratford-Eltham leading 24-12. in the Battle of the South, Thunder v Sharkies.
Change up front with Southern too, with the big fella Ketley Watson coming from Wanganui. Playing for Southern, he's come on at loose head, I believe.
There's nothing in that. Wait here.
Yeah, in his first season with the Southern Sharks. He'll be looking to make an impact at scrum time.
Inside.
As Rocky Olsen clears it nicely. 81
Sold
points
there
in
and
the
then
regular season for Rocky Olsen. 4th top point scorer. Man in the number 13 jersey. Of course, sharing the goal kicking duties with Obey Samate. So Liam Nelly then in his 50th match
He's in.
for Southern. He goes to the front where he finds Paridi. And across the face they go, but it's snuffed out there by Nathan Clough. So Southern giving away possession. And off goes Marika Parker. Bumps his way off the first.
Strong with ball in hand today, hasn't he?
Made a number of carries, has Marika Parker.
Tackle release
The
now.
man out of Timaru.
Mate, if you're going to lift it and be slow, let him
Goes
come up.
Kissick.
Yeah, he's moving. Don't pin him in.
Bit of gamesmanship,
It's all right.
trying to pin him in at the back and get the no roll penalty. But Will Johnson,
coming,
too
Southern,
smart
keep
for any
moving.
play like that. And a bit of space here for Adam Lennox. He's got plenty of speed to burn. He beats the first, he beats the second. Reminiscent of his try here in the Bunnings NPC final last year where he went under the bar.
Go, go, go. Push, push, push.
And Stratford-Eltham making good progress
Tackle.
into Southern territory. Nawai with
Timing's
nice crisp distribution from the base of the ruck. As Samate finds Tikoi Solomoni, and he's manages to keep that in with the offload out the back.
Might be the other veteran that's jumped on there too, Jackson Orman, into the
Wait.
midfield for the Southern boys.
Yeah, he'll have good memories of that 100
Out
metre
you
try
say.
against Spotswood United
the
earlier
leg.
this season on the same very ground.
It's not gone.
I'm sure it would get quite a roar if he managed to do something like that today.
I would imagine he was probably part of Southern's last success in 2013.
I think he was, Ben. Yep. Of course, their last title back in 2013. Their first as an amalgamated club. The 3 clubs came together in 1994. Athletic, Howrah and Waimati, where of course we had the Taranaki Bulls pre-season last year down there, home of the Waimati Bulls.
Yeah, big day, and hopefully this year the Itanui Showdown
Trail.
can follow the pathway.
That's right. Nice little sort of gully amphitheatre there out in Uranui. So make sure you get your tickets to the First Gas Uranui Showdown on Friday, August 2nd. Get your tickets from Ticketek. So Joe Taylor then to feed. Very versatile player. He's played a bit in the back 3, but playing in the number 9 jersey today. Southern putting plenty of energy into that scrum. Might be that man Watson coming off the bench.
He's a big boy, mate. He's solid and great scrummager actually. And we all know Michael Bent's ability on the other side, and a couple of workhorses with Shea Smith and Wilson Parata in behind them. So they've got a great pack this Southern side. So let's see if they can start rolling forward.
Yeah, powerful pack. They've been dominant all season in that tight 8.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
They do get
Let's
a bit
get
of
it out
go
now.
forward, but it's at a standstill now.
No,
although
not told you to use it. Not going to it.
he's been told to use it as Taylor. Landers puts boot to ball. But he finds the danger man Lennox,
Keep moving, Red.
who kicks. You don't see him kicking an awful lot given his ball running qualities, Adam Lennox, but he did on that occasion. And Landers gets a nice little bounce deep into Stratford-Eltham territory. there is Samate, and he'll run. He's well taken there by the first tackler.
11 now lost.
And Mayhana Grinley.
There it is. Loading now, Southern. Leave it.
So Stratford-Eltham looking to settle things down. And a bit of niggle
Use it,
between
9.
Parker and Watson. Breakdown. And it's a bobbly little bounce, and Clough's hit hard. But he keeps the ball in hand, and Stratford-Eltham looking to play at speed. Olsen puts a little kick in. It bounces out.
Yeah, doing well, just turning them around. Controlling the game, the Stratty boys at this stage.
Yeah, as I say, you often have to lose one to win one, and sort of a lot of experience that seems to be showing through in the Stratford-Eltham side today. Plenty of calmness out there, having gone down an extra time last year to New Plymouth Old Boys. You sort of get the feeling they've got a strong sort of core group that is showing plenty of experience out there today.
Heads off!
Yeah, a couple of phone calls over the week from Ross Williams, and he reckons the boys were definitely on edge and excited. And yeah, was a point to prove from last year, I think they felt.
Yeah, they've kept that same core group together.
7 out!
And
Runners knock.
they're ahead so far here at Yarrows Stadium, but plenty of time to play.
Runners over.
It's a good little kick in behind there. But in fact, it's too deep.
Now I caught it over.
The advantage was over, and we'll go all the way back.
Yeah, good to see guys like Daniel Bishop, Matt Kissick, those sort of lads still out there.
Yep.
Played a bit of first 15 rugby with Matt Kissick, and he's doing a lot better than I am to still be running around.
Huge commitment from those guys to their clubs. A number of Centurions from both sides in today's match, and that's fantastic to see guys who have played for such long periods of time, many of whom won't have had the chance to play in a club final. So good to see many of them out there today. There's Nawai. He finds Parker, and he gives the big fend. The big don't argue, but he's just lost it in contact.
Thanks.
Strong ball carrier, Marika Parker.
Very strong. He's actually spent a bit of time in the loose forwards, and he's new to the front row. But yeah, another big boy, and with a big future in front of him too. Looking forward to working along with him with the development season when I get underway there.
Because you had a bit of that transition yourself, playing a bit of number 8 and a bit in the front row. How did you find it? Or did you go the other way?
Okay, and then you went again. So
I got a bit big, bit slow, so I moved up to the lower numbers. Probably wish it's one thing I did earlier on in my career, Sammy.
Yeah.
Got a dark arts up there, which I missed a few years of. So
well out of my understanding what goes on in that front row there, Ben. As we see a big crowd in attendance here today, plenty of red, white and black, and of course plenty of southern green aqua, I suppose you would call it as well. So both teams heavily represented. Lots of buses out in the car park, so great to see both clubs putting on those services to ensure a strong turnout.
I imagine win or lose, there'll be some cold bubblies at both those clubs tonight, and some good nights ahead.
That's right, 4 teams in the final for Southern. You've got to commend that.
That's well done.
As it is that big scrum they turn to. Paredes showing his soccer skills at the back of that scrum. And they win the penalty. So Southern just starting to get some ascendancy at scrum time.
Yeah, well, we still haven't had that first valuable points after half time yet, and I think if Southern could strike here, we've still got half an hour. There's plenty of time of footy to be played.
Yeah, nothing in this. You suspect Southern may need to score next, but if they do, it'll put the cat amongst the pigeons. So as we wrap the other results from today's finals, Southern beating
Time
Two
on.
Copper in the final minute, 36-35. Partia 17-15. Winners in the Div 2 comp. Two Copper winning 22-19 in the Colts. And your Plymouth Old Boys
Finance
over
lock
Southern 23-21 in the Div 1. And the women's
He's pinned
Clifton
them there, guys. Come
victors
back, knock on
over
the line out.
Southern. A number of those very close games.
Yeah, very close games. I watched a fair bit of that Div 3 game, and it was up and down. Plenty of lead changes. And yeah, caught the end of that Colts game as well, which was a good game of footy.
Yep. The emotions of sport you see on a day like today. The jubilation of victory and the despair of defeat.
Oh, you got to take your hats off to them all, mate. All 12 teams that managed to get through to today. And a lot of Tuesday, Thursday night work going on. For coaches, volunteers, players, the works, and well done to everyone.
That's right, yep. Fantastic to see. There's Nawai. He finds Samate, who goes flat across to Olsen. And behind is Tikui Solomoni. And Lennox just with the handling error.
Yeah. Hey. Players in the way.
So Stratford-Eltham looking to go to that dangerous back three. You can see why. Tikui Solomoni, a hat-trick in the semi. And Adam Lennox, a brace. Both very explosive.
Much better, good work. That's great.
Yeah, you don't want to give them too much space, but let's hope they keep finding space in a few weeks' time out here at Yarrows Stadium.
Yeah, well, we can all collectively support our Yarrows Taranaki Bulls as they try and win over the Bunnings NPC or defend the Bunnings NPC title they won last year.
Sit!
And Stratford-Eltham coming back in that scrum after Southern had the bit of the last exchange. And they do turn it over in a tight head.
Paul Cunningham got his hands on that one.
Leave them, let it come out.
Pinched it off the back of the scrum.
Stay there.
And Periti eager in the defensive line.
Hold.
There's Nawai. Shows a lot of calmness at the base of the ruck, does Leone Nawai. Good decision maker back there. Links up with Kissick. Off goes Olsen, and he finds a bit of space with Ballynicer, the man out of Fielding High School.
Right out there.
And he's eventually taken out, but not without causing a bit of panic in the Southern ranks. Of course, the Battle of the South, the first final since the introduction of the current finals format in 1983, not to feature a North Taranaki side, Ben. So it really is the Battle of the South, the Thunder v Sharkies.
Yeah, the two 3 and 4 qualifiers, top qualifiers, both home semi-finalists missing out last week.
Yeah, you really could put a blanket over those top four, to be honest. Sort of depended who turned up on the day.
Yeah, I think even the week before that, with Old Boys and Clifton still having a sniff as well, you could almost say 6 or 7 teams right up to the end of it could have been here last weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Southern really have made a late run of it. They were 6th going into that final round, and with results going their way, made it into that 4th position, and a strong win over Coastal last week at Rahutu. As that scrum is starting to really come into prominence for Southern. Off goes Nawai, he links up with his co-captain, Scott Jerry.
Leave it.
As Clough beats a couple of defenders.
Release now!
And Stratford-Eltham looking to put that clinical blow
Hold here.
into Southern here. Hanson showing a bit of footwork at the line, and he gets the offload away to Ballynicer.
Yep. There it come.
As things slow down, and they go to their forwards.
Release! 8!
Daniel Bishop,
Got.
LR, Mark Bull, Allen.
Let it come now, Southern! Let it come, there it is. Holding.
Taking the time here, Stratford, and Thunder boys building some pressure.
Yep.
Out 7.
Now White
It's okay, play
orchestrating
on.
from that halfback position.
Come, guys.
Goes
19. Let it go, Southern.
Southern defence resolute so far, but Tikui Solomoni
Tackle
couldn't
Reed.
link in with Lennox.
Advantage.
Southern with the advantage, and it's a big hit coming in there
Hold here,
from that
guys.
man
Wait
Tikui
here.
Solomoni.
Leave it, guys. Waiting here, Red.
Southern looking to exit. There's not a lot of room to play with for McGrath.
Advantage is over.
Does a pretty good job, to be honest. Does Cody McGrath. He was taken out post kick. Charge down head. Plenty of interest from the Stratford-Eltham players.
Yes.
Looks like fairly nice. It's gone down over there.
Boy out of fielding ag, am I correct there, mate?
That's correct, yeah. Third try scorer today.
Quite often plays at 6 or 8, and obviously with the loose forwards we've got there with Scotty Jury and Himapo and Co, he's moved into the lock.
Yeah, it's a pretty destructive
Let's go, guys. Time
loose
on.
forward combination between Scott Jury, Himopo Cunningham
just went
and the hard-working Dale Bailey. He's a ball-carrying lock, loves to run the ball.
That's for sure, and we saw that when he dotted down under the sticks and worked hard to get into that position to collect the last pass.
Yeah, that'll be a candidate for try of the
Holding.
year, I would suggest. And Stratford-Eltham go to their maul.
Clear more.
Harry
Keep
Hansen
it up
was the
now,
benefactor of
Southern.
a try
Just watch
from
just
that
watch
rolling maul in the first half. And they go off the back with Nawai. And Tikui Solomoni bumps off McGrath.
Leave it now.
Wasn't going
Another
to bump
turn
off his
over, that's
teammate
okay.
Jesse Pariti though. Wrapped him up and
Waiting,
done well to
Southern.
slow the ball down here, Southern.
Yeah, it takes a bit to bump
Yeah.
off Jesse Pariti. So
Right here.
Southern defending stoutly at the minute.
Hold here.
Stratford-Eltham building a number of phases
19.
deep in the Southern Territory.
Out 3. Southern 3. Hold here, guys. Tackle. Wilson. Thank you.
There's Nawai imploring his
Out
troops
4.
to keep going,
Let's go, let's go.
and they do,
Release 3.
keeping it tight. Marika Parker,
Tackle
for his
release.
umpteenth run of
Patience.
the afternoon.
Ball is up.
And Southern coming in with plenty of heat. Pariti there at the breakdown.
Let's use it, Stratty.
As the
Here.
forwards go toe to toe
Advantage offside.
under the post.
19.
Stratford-Eltham with the advantage, and Nawai looks to spark things with the benefit of that. And Samate goes inside and scores the all-important first try after the halftime break.
Landers. Wait, just get out. No, Rocky. Just get out of it.
Did well to hold on to that one, the young first five, and juggled it as he went over the line.
Yeah, we just saw the real change in attitude as soon as the advantage come on. Leone Nawai found Tikui Solomoni and he juggled it perfectly. Did obey Samate. And he was pretty happy about it.
I don't think Brent Landers was too happy about it, but he's a very good competitor, a veteran, and I'm sure he'll get the troops under the post and they'll bounce back with 20 to play.
Yeah, still plenty of time for Southern. But as you see there, Stratford-Eltham, nothing much has changed in terms of territory and position. If anything, even more favouring Stratford-Eltham since the half-time break.
Over there, I think other than that, Southern was really good.
So So Samate looking to add the extras to his own try. That combination at 9 and 10 is proving particularly influential.
Yeah, very quick and move the ball into space, and like we've said a number of times, with the speeds is out wide, they're doing their job.
Captain now, given Wilson's gone off. Okay, thanks.
A few of those Stratford-Eltham beanies in the crowd. The old pom-pom on top. Certainly need that when you're down in Stratford through winter.
Time off, guys.
Sure you spend a bit of time down in the hockey turf down there, Ben.
Yeah, it's starting to head that way a little bit, but I'm sure there'll be a few beanies needed when they're heading home early hours in the morning tomorrow, I'd imagine.
Yep. It's looking like that drought since 1991. They have been the most successful club in Taranaki history as a merged entity. 24 titles between them, 6 of which happened in the 1960s. Could they be adding their 25th this afternoon? As it goes over the back.
Back play, no, it's gone
Bounce
back
of
on
the ball
me.
has been proving particularly troublesome for them
Out
off
straight
kickoff. And
Hold here
Southern
now, guys.
looking to return serve early.
4.
McGrath goes out to Grinley, cutting back against the grain.
Move,
Mayhana
Stratford.
Grinley.
Don't pin him in.
Landers finds Pariti.
Tackle.
It's well taken.
Hold.
Goes Watson. He's added
Don't milk it, Jade.
plenty of impact off the
Yeah, I
bench. Has Keatley Watson. Grinley beats the first and the second. He finds Orman. Off goes Leatherby. Wow. Nearly in the corner.
Take up.
Got bundled out.
Yeah, I think that's one man that could bring this game to light with 20 to play for Southern, mate. And Grinley with a bit of ball in hand and dangerous offloads like we just saw.
Yeah, he was particularly influential in the semi-final last week. He's been up with the Blues all season, part of their
Waiting.
victorious squad in Super Rugby. And looking forward to seeing how he goes back with Taranaki in the upcoming Bunnings NPC season.
Subs for Red, guys. Is that 3, was it?
As we
3.
roll the changes.
Might have the Stratford-Eltham chairman coming on, do we? Aaron Toslin maybe for number 3.
Just wait till he goes off or he's
There he is in number 17.
No doubt we'll bring a little bit of
time back
niggle
on.
around the breakdown.
Yeah.
Will Tosland.
Definitely a veteran and a very wise club
And it's
footy
knock
player.
on. Let it go now,
Southern
Southern.
line-out just
Tackle.
goes astray.
Hold here.
And
Advantage over.
Samate with that big raking boot. Though it doesn't quite get the angle he would have liked. Net gain of about 15 metres there for Stratford-Eltham.
Knock on.
Over the back and off goes Hansen.
Hold. Advantage over for the knock on.
Stratford-Eltham looking to play from inside their own 40.
Now roll out.
They can almost reach out and taste 30 years of wait. The proud club of Stratford-Eltham.
Hold. Inside here.
As Olsen puts the kick in behind. It's a probing one. Back goes Landers. And he goes back on the inside. Finds Tane Leatherby out of Hara High School.
He's got it, he's got it.
It's a good turnover there.
Release Southern.
Another one of their veterans, Mr. Clough. He's outstanding.
And on the counter-attack here, Stratford-Eltham.
No, it's all right.
Off goes Brendan Coop.
No knock on. Nah, play the line out. It's all right.
As you heard there, we'll play the line out.
It's formed, but we've got subs.
Nelly trying to go quickly, but we've got a few more subs onto the park.
Yeah.
Accounting and Business Development
Well, Sammy, I might have to disappear and head off out to the back door to get some work done, mate.
Cheers, Beast.
Time's off,
Thanks
mate.
for joining.
Thanks for having us, mate.
As we enjoy the final stanza of this match.
Southern, give me a mother wave.
Might need a sub match as well for 19 for Southern.
Give me a mother wave.
Thank you.
Kia ora koutou, kia ora koutou.
So it looks like Brad Saxton on for Southern, as is Maioha
Oh, good. Time
Kershaw.
on.
Maioha Kershaw on for Liam Nelly. And Brad Saxton may well be on for Wilson Parata as Scott Jury gets on and steals it at line out time.
Release now. 3 and out.
Goes Collins.
Wait.
Now weighing up his options at the base of the
Tackle.
ruck. And they go at the back. They like that play, do Stratford-Eltham. Bursting onto it is Clough. He's
Waiting
been
here.
prominent. Has the number 12 for Stratford-Eltham.
Out, no number.
Scott Jury. Goes belly nice up. And bursting onto that was Coop. Can't keep it in the field of play. So Stratford-Eltham leading 29-12. Southern would need to strike back next.
It's over.
There's Pariti. Makes the line out take.
Waiting here, Red.
Jack
Wait.
Meads on at halfback
Carried back.
for Jade Taylor. And the charge down.
No. Knock on, you're in front.
And it was nearly one of those moments. Both Cunningham
You're in front
and
of
Jury had their eyes on the prize. But one getting in front of the other.
Side. Yep.
And the charge down nearly leads to a try, but instead it's a chance for Southern to exit from deep in their own territory.
Cheers. Say again. Sorry. Oh. It's okay. Knock on advantage.
As it's just lost there by Shea Smith. And belly nicer.
Tackle now, Southern. Leave it now, 20. Ball's there.
McLeod trying
Advantage
to
over
steal
from
it
the knock on.
at breakdown time. Off goes Olsen. Beats the first. In fact, it's Samate showing his elusive qualities with ball in hand, and as is Tikoi Solomoni. So Stratford-Eltham looking to speed play
Leave
up
it, 13 off feet.
as we move into this
Try
final
two.
quarter
Jesse,
of the
leave it.
match. Clough, he finds Jury running hard at
Leave
them.
it, 13.
Off goes
No,
Rocky
it's
Olsen.
good.
He finds Harry Hansen, tries to get it back inside.
Sorry.
And Saxton's
It's carried
bundled
back
out
into a goal, so it's
for
scrum,
Southern.
Yeah. It's carried back into a goal.
Carried back.
Scrum.
And will be a Stratford-Eltham attacking scrum.
Thanks, mate. Good work. Just here. Sorry, you. Yeah. 5 red, sub. 5. Oh, you're.
Got a
Are you
few other
already on?
changes made.
He's in back play. Nah, we'll carry on. Yeah, he's in back play. Okay, time on, guys. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't see you down there. You right?
Now is the time to grab your Yarrows Taranaki Ball season membership for the Bunnings NPC Carnival event. 5 home games, 3 home finals access.
Said that Shiner
Looks
on the
like
side.
That much.
Daniel Pariti.
Adults from $40.
He's gone down there.
RFU.co.nz. Grab
So both sides making a few changes late in this match.
You're right. You're good. Sweet. Carry back, scrum.
Stratford-Eltham with the opportunity to put the exclamation mark on this performance with a try here, which you would think would seal it
Bind!
and break that long drought since 1991 when Eltham last won the premiership competition. But what a scrum there from Southern.
Angle.
That front row's been strong all season and keeping them in this match. Very powerful scrum.
Got to be on the mark. Got to be on the mark.
Kershaw, Watson and Bent in the front row. Keatley Watson in particular has added a lot of impact for Southern in the second half.
Now I'm going to play. He's in back play.
So Southern looking for one
On playing on.
late charge
It's over.
against their Southern opponents.
It's forward.
The timing just costing them there. Ball going forward. They've struggled to just get that
Now
fluency
we can go time
and
off.
rhythm
Yeah. Time out.
in their game today, have Southern.
Nah, it's clean forward. Yeah.
It's been such a good season for the club.
Yeah. Look. Yeah,
It was
thanks.
the merger of
Mitch will need a sub now.
Athletic,
for the,
Hara and Waimeti back in 1994.
Proud supporters of club rugby and Taranaki rugby for the last 10 years. See can provide county and business development support for clients of Taranaki. Wow. Call see.
Change for Stratford-Eltham with Trent Kelson
Let's go, guys.
on for Harry Hansen.
Yeah.
He's had a strong performance in the number 2 jersey.
Stay straight in the fight. Stretty. Crouch!
Southern will look to use their powerful scrum
Bind!
here, you would suspect, to put a bit of pressure on
Sit!
Stratford-Eltham. And Nawai then links up with Tikoi Solomoni, goes back on the inside, finds
Release now, Southern! Hold.
Lennox. Goes Kissick.
Go now.
So Stratford-Eltham
Waiting
have
now.
been parked deep into Southern territory for large parts
Out
of the
8.
second half,
Holding last feet.
playing in the part of the field that Ross Williams and John Whittington will want them to be at.
Tackle release, Southern. Holding.
Goes Mopo Cunningham.
He's not on the ball.
Plenty of energy
Waiting now,
going through
patience.
at
He's all right.
ruck time. If he goes again, number 8, Scott Jury,
Out 8. Wait.
the co-captain
Waiting.
in his 51st game.
Let it come now. Advantage in the side.
Southern looking to counter-ruck, but doing so illegally,
You're in the side.
coming
can't
through
play
the
it.
side. So plenty of sore bodies out there.
What are you going to do first?
Shot. For the last 10 years, CK provides accounting and business.
Time off.
Development support to clients Taranaki wide.
Just winded.
The same old Paul.
Yeah,
Call
okay.
CMK.
He's down too. He doesn't look good, so.
How we doing out there, folks?
So we move into the final 10 minutes of CMK Club Rugby for the 2024 season. Stratford-Eltham
Sub here, Lionel.
leading Southern 29-12.
Puffy.
You would think well on their way to breaking that long drought. It's been a club that's gone from strength to strength since the merger of Stratford and Eltham in 2017.
Shot a goal.
Just letting you know, Fano, that after this game, please stay inside the rails that are down here. Please do not come up to the pitch.
On the
Do
15.
not come up to the field.
He's already called a shot, so he can't change his mind.
You can make your way around to the back here.
As they look to take the points with that penalty. As Obey Samate. Originally out of Auckland. Come back up from University in Otago.
That clock's right, eh?
And a member of Neil Barnes's Taranaki squad for the upcoming Bunnings NPC. He's been an influential player today. Scored a try. Made a number of kicks. And he adds that one there to take Stratford-Eltham out to a 20-point lead in the final 7 minutes.
Stratford-Eltham 32, Southern. Wow.
So Southern need to show plenty of urgency to claw back this deficit in the final 7 minutes.
No, it's there.
Stratford-Eltham
It's okay.
secure the ball.
Holding. It's carried back.
And Olsen clears it. Back there is Pariti. He bumps off the first. A strong fend there from Jesse Pariti. Walter Cole.
Play on.
He's taken there by Hanson.
Leave it now, leave it.
Who might have done a bit of damage to himself in that tackle. Still plenty of energy coming through the contact area.
Release Stratford.
Off goes Kershaw. His first season for Southern. And it's a nice ball across the face there for Jackson Orman, the former Taranaki representative. Puts a little kick in behind, and it's a good one.
No, I've got touchdown.
That goes
it's in.
now
No,
wide.
we've got goal line.
And
Went
covers
just
things
inside.
up.
Hey.
Does the half-back.
Yeah, I'll look after that.
So 6 minutes to wait for the Stratford-Eltham faithful to end 33 years since their last title. The Glockenspiel down in Stratford will be waiting to make its entrance or exit. Of course, the Shakespearean town. Off goes Purdy, and running back with plenty of venom is Jesse Purdy. And his brother Daniel
Tackle!
in the number 7 jumper. They go at the back to Southern. Well taken there. And back goes Leatherby, and he finds plenty of space. Keeping his side in the contest, Tane Leatherby. Has he given Southern a sniff? Put the Glockenspiel back in its box for a moment. It's been elusive all day, has Tane Leatherby. His second try of the afternoon. In the 75th minute. Member of the Taranaki under-19 side in 2023. He's looked dangerous on that right wing. Has Tane Leatherby. Can Landers add the all-important extras from the sideline? Yes, he can. 32-19. A try here would really give Southern a sniff in the dying minutes at Yarrows Stadium. It would be a famous come-from-behind victory if they can do it. The Div 3 team scored 2 late tries early this morning to beat Tukapa 36-35. And their senior counterparts will be looking to emulate that in the dying minutes of the CMK Premier Final.
I'm quite happy that the ball's available, but I'll have a look at it. Yeah, I'll have a look at it. Let's go, mate.
So Samate goes deep. There is Benny Cartani.
Out, Scott!
Southern making
Tackle!
one final push.
That's there.
Those Tuesday, Thursday nights. Comes down to this. They look to run it from deep in their own territory. Mayhana Grinley, he's a good man to get the ball in the hands of, and off goes Ormond. Another dangerous man. He finds Leatherby. Plenty of space. He puts boot to the ball, and it pops up there, but in the hands of Veneriki Tikui Solomoni, who is dangerous in broken play. So you would have to think that
Make an effort. Good work.
maybe
Great work.
the end of Southern's chances. Off goes Cunningham.
Here, guys.
15 cap Taranaki player.
Compete.
Lennox has gone into half-back
That's all right.
to control things.
Waiting.
Of course, a very versatile player. Off goes Trent Kelson. Southern need the steal in the dying minutes here at Yarrows Stadium to force their way back into the contest. Off goes Landers.
Play on.
Plenty of work going in at
Hold
break
here.
time. Southern having to make the play. Off goes Grinley. He finds Pretty. Goes back on the inside. They've fought hard all season, have Southern. Have they got one last trick
No two,
to bring
leave it
out of
now.
the box?
Got to be on it.
Off goes Landers. He finds Jade Taylor. A bit of space here for Benny Cartani. He looks to use his pace. Goes back on the inside, but he's well taken by Lennox. Copybook tackle from the Stratford-Eltham custodian. Off
Out
goes
forward.
Watson.
Good.
So plenty of urgency here from Southern as we move into the last plays of the match. The kick in behind from Grinley.
Go on.
But back there covering was Lennox. And you would think that Stratford-Eltham are all but home here.
How you doing up there, Stratford? You all good?
There's bodies
Sub.
strewn across the field.
9 red. 9 red. Sub.
In the final
have another
30
one here.
seconds
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
here at Yarrows Stadium.
Scoreboard's right. Just wait though. Time's off.
Remember to get your Yarrows Taranaki Bulls season
4
membership
red.
for the upcoming Bunnings NPC
4.
title defence. 5 home games, free home finals, access, exclusive events and much more. Adults from $40.
No, that's right. Though.
Make sure you head over to trfu.co.nz to grab your season pass.
Without delay.
And a big thank you to CNK Chartered
Now,
Accountants,
now.
proud sponsors of Club Rugby and Taranaki Rugby for the last 10 years. And of course, sponsors of Stratford-Eltham. They'll no doubt be very happy with the way this result's shaping up. Jesse
One red.
Purdy still running hard in the dying minutes of this match.
Waiting now.
Goes Shea Smith-Meads. Jade Taylor still showing plenty of energy. Taranaki Sevens player. Goes Pariti. Southern looking to finish their season on a high. It's a nice bit of work.
No, I've got a
From
knock on by
McGrath.
Southern.
But lost forward. And we'll have one last play. But Stratford-Eltham have done it. Their first title as a merged entity. Beaten finalists last year.
Okay, let's go, guys. Time is still
So
on.
you often have to lose one
there.
to win one.
Yeah.
It's paid dividends for Stratford-Eltham.
I think we've got to
10
stop
wins, 3 losses this season.
Here. Do you want to bring them on?
and an oh-so-sweet victory
Time off.
in the final today.
Just, yeah, bring them on. Yeah. 11. Not going to be a chance otherwise.
Particularly sweet moment for Chase Bailey, playing his 100th Premier game for Stratford-Eltham. What a moment to do it, what an occasion to do it. Victory in a CMK Premiership Club final.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
So Lennox puts it in.
Right, out.
And the scrum wheels round, but he's still looking to play with it.
Waiting here, guys.
And Stratford-Eltham looking to go
Release
out
him.
on a high.
Hold. Stay back.
Southern still fighting hard at breakdown
Out
time.
Southern. Leave it, Jesse. Wait, Southern.
As they keep it tight. Off goes Hamopo Cunningham.
6.
Still looking to play here are Stratford-Eltham.
Out now, hands. Wait. That's right, that's right.
Looks like the time on the clock at the ground might be slightly different to the time that we're running with here.
Stay back.
But Samate puts it into the grandstand. And you can see 33 years of pain lifted. Stratford-Eltham, the victors here today, 32-19 over Southern. The glockenspiel can come out of its box. Those from Stratford-Eltham can be particularly proud of their team. They've gone from strength to strength since their merger in 2017. Deserved victors here today. It's going to be a huge evening down in Stratford and Eltham. Look at the supporters flowing onto the field. It's been a huge attendance at club finals today, and you can see how much it means to the players and supporters. Spare a thought for Southern, deserved finalists. 4 teams from their club represented in today's final matches. But take a moment to enjoy this. Stratford-Eltham, your CMK Chartered Accountants, Premier victors this season, 2024 champions, the Thunder. Victors here today in the Battle of the South, 32-19, as we run through the match highlights. First try, they went to the middle of the line out, and Harry Hansen, the rake, was the benefactor. At the back, they all got in there. It was a 10-man shunt, and over went Harry Hansen in the 7th minute. And Nawai with a real heads-up play. He found Adam Lennox on the short side, and speed to burn. The Taranaki representative went over from there. Southern looking to use the ball, but it was stripped away, and this one was a candidate, or will be a candidate for try of the year. That man again, Lennox, linking back up with Tikoi Solomoni. He went for the chip and chase and linked in beautifully with his Fielding High School teammate Semisi Ballinisa to score their 3rd try of the match in the 23rd minute. Southern striking back, doing a good phase of play. Grinley went short across the line, finding Tane Leatherby, who scored his first of 2 tries today. And then it was the bounce of the ball off the kickoff, bouncing favourably for Grinley, who was involved in both those tries. He found his other winger, Benny Cartani, who scored in the corner. Stratford-Eltham scored the first try of the second stanza. Came out, they had the advantage. Out came Obe Samate, juggled it and dotted down, and that was perhaps the decisive blow. Ball bumbling around, and off went Leatherby for for his second try of the afternoon. Looked dangerous all afternoon, the Southern right winger. And that did us. So Stratford-Eltham, your victors today, ending a 33-year drought, and deservedly so. They've had a strong season. Thank you all for joining CMK Club Rugby across the course of the season, and thank you for your support, and well done Stratford-Eltham, victors here today over Southern, 32-19.
This live stream is sponsored by PSL, Sound, Light and Stage.